The game is on.
Hello, this is Klaus from Finland with Love. My friend's wife told him that, why do you want to get the new James Bond watch? It's the same watch you already have, just a different color. Stupid, stupid. Or is she? Let's take a closer look at the watch. So this is the new James Bond watch from No Time to Die. It will be seen in the movie, and when you look at it, it immediately strikes you that it looks retro, it looks different. It has a kind of a yellow tone, and also the strap looks different. There's a NATO strap, and then there's also this titanium strap. The whole watch is in titanium. I'm not going to talk about the technical details. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about that. I'm going to talk about the design. I'm going to talk about, does it look like your old watch that you already have? It's just a different color. I'm a designer, and when I design logos, for instance, I often start with black and white design, just because then I concentrate on the shape and I'm not fooled about colors or anything. So it's just about to purely find the perfect shape. And that's why working without colors is quite interesting. And I thought, let's have a look at the shape of the design of this watch. It looks quite different already if you look at it. Now it looks more like the ordinary Seamaster 300s. So they wanted to design a watch which is special and different, and that makes you want to pay almost 9,000 euros for. So it has to be different. And looking like this, it's actually very beautiful. Would it be different enough? I just had to play with some things, just look at it. How would it look like with a bezel in a different color? This is just for fun, a brown one. That could be a way to make it look also retro. A kind of turquoise color. And of course I also had to make it blue, just to see how it looks like if it had the Pierce Brosnan colors. What we notice here compared to the older models of the 300 is that it's missing the date window. Otherwise it looks quite a lot like the other ones. We could just for a comparison bring up the previous model, which is from 2018. This is not a Bond model, it's just the ordinary 300. And also the previous model before that, the 2012 till 2017 model, which I'm actually wearing at the moment. And to be fair, one thing that sets the middle one apart immediately is of course the bracelet. That's actually a very big factor, and it's interesting to talk about how big a factor is the bracelet and the color. So what happened if I just changed the bracelet to the 2018 model? It kind of looks cool. Or to the 2012 model. Which one would you pick? So just to make a fair comparison, let's put the same bracelet on all of them for the moment. Okay, so now when we compare them, we notice that the one from 2018 and the Bond watch, they have the same size of the hour markers. The 2012 has smaller hour markers. Also the hands are similar in the latest Bond watch and the 2018 model. So it's quite interesting to look at it like this. How different is the new James Bond watch from the other ones? And actually, if you look at the 2012 model, you see that the dial is completely plain. It's glossy. In the new James Bond watch, it's matte. And in the 2018 model, it was glossy but had this wave pattern. So actually the Bond watch in a way is a combination of these two. It doesn't have the wave pattern. It's more simplistic like the 2012 model. But then it has some features like the newer model. But if we look at all of them, I think the middle one, the new James Bond watch, even with this bracelet and even without the yellow colors, is the most balanced and most beautiful design. One more thing that we notice is the domed crystal. So we can see the little glare on the middle one. And that, of course, puts it apart from the other ones also. So looking at it like this, would you pay 9,000, close to 9,000 euros for it if you had one of the previous ones? But now with the new bracelet, with the new colors, and a lot of features, I mean, it's much lighter, the titanium body and everything, it has a different movement. It's a fantastic watch. But since we're not looking at the technical details now, just the design of it, just the look of it, we can see that it looks quite different, having this aged yellow color and also the very nice titanium bracelet. So is it the same watch, just a different color? Well, that's up to you. I personally like this yellow tone of the watch very much. Some people don't like it so much. It's a matter of taste, of course. Let's look at it if we tone down the yellowness a little bit. So this is how it looks, and here I've toned down a little bit the yellowness. I don't know, would you like that more? But it has to be different enough from the old ones, so that's getting a little bit closer. Then the box it comes in. Well, it actually doesn't come in a box. You know, Omega James Bond watches usually come in a very nice box, and I think it's a part of the experience. This one doesn't come in a box. It comes in a case that looks a bit like a knife case. You know, chefs have their knives in this kind of a case with pockets. You stick in the knives there in different pockets and then you fold it up, and it looks quite a lot like this. And the idea is that it's kind of a travel case. But then again, if you have your 9,000 euro watch with you, are you going to have it in a case and a different watch with you? Maybe for some special occasion, when you have a dress watch for something and then you have this separately for some other occasion at the same trip, then you could have it with you like this. But I would say that you mostly carry your watch on you when you have it with you. And when you're at home, you're having your watch usually in a case, because it's a part of the experience. And but if we look at this now, I think I don't really like how it's like stitched on the logo. This for me looks a little bit like 80s cheapo leather jacket design. I don't know. If it had to be this design, I would almost prefer something like this, where it's kind of like stamped on. It looks more like a kind of a tool bag or something. But it's a pity that they haven't made the box, the real box, because having a Bond watch it's kind of having a piece of that James Bond movie experience. Something you can grab and take away from the movie and have with you all the time. And the design is really nice of the watch. It has this kind of a retro tropical feeling. That's what they talked about. And when they've shown promotional pictures, they've also used this kind of a little bit like tropical sunny kind of feeling. And I feel that maybe they could make a special edition with both the NATO strap and the titanium bracelet, and then they could have a nice box. And it would be nice if the box had a kind of tropical retro feeling. I did a fast photoshopping of how it could look like, just an example. So it would be nice if the box somehow felt like it has a story. The watch has a story and the box would have a story, and maybe some elements from the movie. We haven't seen the movie yet, so we don't know what's there, but maybe the guarantee cards and all of the cards and stuff, that maybe they could be in a nice old-fashioned envelope. Maybe they could be something from the movie. I don't know. Maybe a kind of a tropical bamboo-ish style or something like that. I think it would be cool. It's just the same watch, different color. Well, if you just look at it like this, you might be right. But if you feel it in your hand, if you feel the weight, I've been to a watch shop, I've touched it and I've had it on me, and it is a very beautiful piece. But to make it a little bit more different, I would like to have a box that supports the story, the tropical retro feeling. Am I going to buy it? I don't know. Let's see. This has been From Finland with Love. we'll be back with more videos. Have a nice day.
The game is on. When you see a light and hear a sound, the stakes are getting higher by